Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Trigger warning. I'm going to be talking about Don and Candus Wells, the parents of missing 6-year-old Summer Moon Utah Wells. I would like to talk about accountability. A lot of people place blame on YouTube for being vicious towards the Wells. A lot of people try to push the narrative that YouTube is the reason the Wells acted the way they did. A lot of people want to sit there and point fingers at everyone else except for the Wells. For all you sympathizers and supporters out there, you need to go back and rewatch and really listen and pay attention to the actions of the two of them. Before Don was incarcerated, he said that he initially came to YouTube social media in order to get a platform to put his daughter's name out there in hopes that she would be found and brought home, and the more exposure the better. When multiple creators gave Don this opportunity, instead of using it to do that, he did the exact opposite. It went from being about his missing daughter and finding her to the Don and Candus shit show. At first, you would hear him talk about Summer and say things, and usually with Candus and him, it would have to be brought up. They'd have to be directed back to Summer and whatnot, especially Candus. She had to be reminded about her own daughter. Mother of the Year. There you go. Anyways, eventually, Summer was talked about less and less. And eventually, it turned into the creators that would ask about Summer. Because all it became about was poor Donnie Boy and poor Candus. Let's make something very clear here. There are victims in this situation, but the victims are not Don and Candus. They are Summer, they are her brothers, and they are H and any other child that was up on that hill. Accountability would have been saying, yeah, I messed up. This is what I did. This is what I know. Help me find my daughter. Accountability would have been staying off of social media instead of trying to get your 5 minutes of fame. Nobody forced them to drink. Nobody forced them to do drugs. Nobody forced them to be all over YouTube and panel hopping. Nobody forced them to act the way they did. That was all them. Nobody forced them to put pranks on people. That was all them. I cannot tell you how many times I had to put my phone down and step away and just cry because I could not wrap my head around all the selfishness and evilness around this poor child. Not a single person that was around Summer before she was reported missing still has come forth to tell the truth, because they're more concerned about covering their own butts than they are about finding out what happened to Summer or where she is or bringing her home. Including Don and Candus. All of you sympathizers out there who want to say, well, poor Candus this, poor Don that, and Candus is a victim, yada, yada, yada. No. There is a video you should go find, and if you've seen it, sure, okay, go rewatch it. Find the video, and I don't remember where it was, but it's been floating around. The video of church where Robin is holding Summer and Summer has her shaved head. She looks at Robin, touches her head, and then touches her hair in the back to her head. You cannot tell me that that is a child that wanted her head shaved, completely bald, mind you. That baby wanted to be a princess. That baby wanted to be pretty, wanted to be loved, and she saw all that when she looked at Robin. She wanted Robin's hair because she missed her own. That speaks volumes, just that alone. I don't understand why you guys don't see that. Don and Candus did that. YouTube didn't do that. Don and Candus did. When you listen to Don speak about the SA that happened between him and his sister, nobody knew that. That came forth, and Don admitted to doing it. Nobody forced him to. And then after admitting it, what does he do? He blames the 5-year-old in the situation for coming on to him. Yeah. Come on, people. Come on. It is extremely heartbreaking to see so many people not care about finding Summer, yet claim to. You have people lining their pockets, making up crap just to keep that bankroll rolling. You have people who are defending the Wells, saying they're such great people and so loving and so kind, and oh, Candus took the kids everywhere. Okay, because that makes her a good mom? Yeah, no it doesn't. No it doesn't. Go find all the videos where Candus is like, I don't want to. I'm being attacked. What about me? No. No, no, no. It is what about Summer, okay? Summer, not Candus, and not Don. And let's be very clear. There were a lot of people who wholeheartedly defended the Wells, especially Candus after Don was incarcerated. So many people went out there to help her. So many people sent money, gift cards, dog food, you name it, it was there. Everybody was trying so hard to encourage her to get on track so she can get her boys back. Yeah, that worked out real well, didn't it? Because she cares so much. These two and their words and actions that they displayed all over YouTube are the reasons that they were attacked. You cannot tell me anything different. I get we have our different opinions, but these are facts, people. And if you don't agree with me, fine. Go back, rewatch the hundreds, probably thousands by now, of videos that are out there that clearly show the lack of giving an F of where their daughter is. I don't care what excuse they've had. Their lifestyle choices are the reason Summer had to get gone. Whether it was directly or indirectly, they are still responsible. Their lifestyle choices aren't the choices of people who have children. There have been so many people in and out of that holler and that hill, unsavory characters that Summer's mother brought in. Summer's father brought in. YouTube didn't do that either. Did some crazy crap happen because of YouTube creators and subs? Absolutely. But it started at home. It started on 110 Ben Hill Road. The fact that people think that YouTube created these monsters out of Don and Candus for how they were acting is just mind-boggling. You really think that they didn't have a problem before this had happened? Like, seriously? Come on. Use common sense. You don't just all of a sudden become an alcoholic overnight. You don't just all of a sudden become a drug addict going on binges because your daughter goes missing. Does it happen? Absolutely. I am not saying it doesn't. I'm not saying that there are not different ways to grieve. But let's be honest. It's been over a year. And the evidence speaks for itself. And again, I'm not accusing them of having anything to directly do with what's happened to Summer. I have my personal beliefs, and I'm not going to get into that right now. What I'm simply saying is, for those of you that still think that they are good people and deserving of sympathy. No. Go back, rewatch those videos. Go find the video of Robin and Summer in church. Go watch that broken little girl and look at her broken little heart as she's sitting there touching Robin's hair. Even better, go find all the pictures of Summer. There is her Christmas picture where she is got I believe it's like a little below the ear length hair, or maybe shoulder length hair. She's wearing a beautiful, pretty red dress, and she's smiling and happy. You know, the picture that they put up for the Amber Alert. That was not what Summer looked like. Who does that? Who gives the wrong picture to find a missing child? I don't care what anybody says. That's not incompetence. That was intentional. Okay? Let's stop making excuses. All right? Summer's head was shaved when she went missing. They had a picture, and also, Summer was not healthy looking when she went missing. And the picture they gave was a very happy, full-faced, healthy, full head of hair, just healthy looking in general, little happy, bubbly child. That was not Summer when she was reported missing. The Summer that was reported missing had a shaved head, could pass as a little boy, and was completely broken. And her health was very, very much the opposite of what it was way before. Look at the decline in her pictures. Look at the decline, not just, in her hair, the style of it or any of that. Look at how sad she is. Look at how dirty she is. Look. You sympathizers, go find all those pictures of Summer, and you look at that baby and look at how much neglect and abuse there was there, and then explain to me why it is okay to sympathize with Candus and Don. I'm not saying one did and one didn't, or that both did and both didn't. But if you can't admit that something truly was happening, you need your damn ears and eyes checked. I'm visually impaired, and I can see how that baby was treated and how she looked. Summer's health declined very rapidly and very drastically. Summer is the victim. Summer is the missing child. Summer is the one that was subjected to nefarious things. And we all have our own opinion of what those things are, and I will not put them out here. Summer is the one people should be concerned about. Summer is still out there somewhere. So while all of you are worried about what Candus is doing, and did Candus unlife herself, and Don this and Don that, no. Candus and Don made their choices. They made their beds, and they're the ones that need to lay in it. They chose to live the lifestyle that they did. Summer and her brothers didn't have that choice. They were brought into this world and handed a bag of shit. Plain and simple. They didn't have a choice in what kind of family they would be born into. They didn't have a choice in the conditions of the house they were living in. They didn't have a choice of the type of parents that they had. They did not have a choice in what food they got to eat. They didn't have a choice in what toys or clothing they had to wear. You mean to tell me that they had a choice to live in filth and depravity and abuse? Come on. Remember what Summer's so-called bedroom looked like? It was a dungeon. There was no resemblance that a child lived there, especially a little girl. I don't care what you say. I don't care who I piss off and who I offend. The conditions those children were living in were disgusting. It don't matter if they came on YouTube or not, because you know what? That is years in the making. That didn't happen because of YouTube. That happened because of Don and Candus. Look at all their children that they have between the two of them. None of them are in custody of them, and one of them is missing. What does that tell you? Oh, wait, do we want to blame YouTube again? Go ahead. Because that's not true. Again, Summer is the victim, not Don and not Candus. All of you who are so concerned about the likes of them, why don't you be concerned about the little 6-year-old that nobody knows where she is? What about the little 6-year-old that was dirty in all those pictures? The 6-year-old whose health declined in all those pictures and videos. I know one thing, Don and Candus sure looked fat and fed to me. Summer sure didn't. Don and Candus looked pretty damn clean. Summer sure didn't. And don't get me wrong, because I really don't think Candus looked clean at all, but I'm just saying, she looked a hell of a lot cleaner than Summer did, okay? Again, they are responsible for the attacks on YouTube. And guess what? After the attacks started, what'd they do? Came back for more. You know why? Because it wasn't about Summer. It never was. It was about their 5 minutes of fame and their subscribers, and then all the other people around Summer's life decided to follow suit. You got Jody Sue, you got Andrew Hiltz, you got Allie, the list goes on and on and on. And again, not a single one of them has yet to come forward to speak the truth about this missing child, because they're all concerned about covering their own asses. I've never seen so much selfishness and evilness around a child before. I pray that justice comes and everybody who's been exploiting Summer is thrown in jail. Everybody that has failed Summer, that knew what was going on, is thrown in jail. Don't even get me started on Jody Sue and what she knows. That's for another video, because I can't right now, okay? I just can't. Well, anyways, thank you for watching this video. And again, to all of you out there that still believe that Candus is the one that needs help, or Don is the one that needs help because they're the victims, no. Summer is the one that needs help. Summer is the one that's still missing. And Summer is the one that the people around Beach Creek are refusing to let be found.